Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Garrison for Guitar. Today we're going to be talking about the B minor chord. Why I've chosen to make this video as the second chord in our minor chord series is because we've already done a video on the B major chord, and principally it's the same chord, except we're going to have only one change in fretting. And I'm going to link the B major video on the left or the right if you haven't seen it. Please do click on the info card as it pops up and check it out. So let's get right into B minor. So B minor, I'm gonna come up a little closer for you guys. So B minor is pretty much the same as B major. All right, B major is first finger on the second fret of the A string, third finger or second finger on the fourth fret of the D string, and third finger on the fourth fret of the G string, and little finger on the B string. And there's even this concept of just barring all of these notes down together in the B major chord. But the only difference now in B minor is it's the same thing, except our middle finger is going to be on the third fret of the B string instead of the fourth one. So it's the same notes, but one note moves back. And just as in an A major chord, the only difference is that we move our ring finger and middle finger up, and we put our first finger behind. We're doing the same shape in the B major chord. It's only happening with a different set of fingers because we have to bar down the frets before that. So the shape finally becomes first finger on the second fret of the A string as before. Similarly for your third and your fourth finger, little finger, they're on the same frets as they would uh, have chosen to be in the notes of the B major chord, but your middle finger, instead of being up here, drops down, and it comes to the third fret on the B string or the second string. So summing it up, first finger on the second fret of the A string, third finger on the fourth fret of the D string, little finger on the fourth fret of the G string, and middle finger on the third fret of the B string. Now, once you got that down, the only thing that you really need to focus on is barring your first finger, because this it's difficult because your pinky's leading a shape of a chord, which is tough for a beginner, and I understand that. But the meat of the chord is the bar. So what you want to do is actually bar down those four or five strings, and just make sure that all the different parts of the side of your finger are pressing down on those strings. And it's imperative to play a bar chord with the side of your finger. And why that is because the bones run through the side of the finger, and the side of the finger is a lot less pudgy or fleshy, or just soft. It's quite firm, and the firmness is what's required to press down on those notes. It's like if you've ever seen a capo, which is one of those clip-on bars that you can put to change the key that you're playing in as a guitarist. Think of your finger as a capo, and a capo has a very, very firm plastic edge, and that's what we need to sort of recreate over here. And once we've done that, I would say put your thumb fairly behind the fretboard. It's going to be really hard if you leave your thumb. So what's happening right now is you can see all my fingers are sort of pointing in that downward direction. And what they should be doing is they should be straight. And these three fingers, my middle finger, my ring finger, and my little finger, should be pointing to the back of me. They should be almost piercing an imaginary line through the fretboard. And my index finger is actually turned to the side, so my nail is actually pointing somewhere there, and that gives me utmost control with the chord. I want you to put your thumb. So watch where my thumb drops behind the board. So right now it's up here. It's up here, and when I drop it behind the board, it goes right behind where it was earlier, and it actually is in the middle of my index finger and my ring finger and my little finger. So it's completely supporting that shape there. And then, as always, pluck it out one string at a time. Sorry about that. And that's B minor. once you've learned this shape, as long as you know what notes are on the A string, so you got B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, and so on and so forth. The fretboard continues. As long as you know this shape and you pick a note and you create that shape of the bar chord, you're going to play that chord in a minor. So C minor, D minor, E minor. And then once you know this, you remove one finger, you got minor seventh chords, which sound like a little more jazzy. And so on and so forth. So it's a really important, chord to learn, and it's an important stage for a guitarist. So that's my piece on B minor. Those are the tips that I have to give you about this chord. If you like this video, please leave me a vote of confidence in the comments. As always, I always ask for that, just so that I know that my content is reverberating with the right people and it's resonating with the correct kind of audience. In addition to that, please do subscribe to my channel, because I'm planning to keep bringing you guys regular content, and I would love it if we could build a community of people that have grown to love and adore this instrument as much as me. And in addition to that, as always, thank you so much for watching.